super extra right now. This is the debacle. This is the debacle of having too many people.
My hat for a little bit?
No, it's yours forever.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
So nice of you.
Yeah.
So nice of you. It is Christmas season, Winter Wonderland.
Whoa.
You need a hat. You need a beanie.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing
better than a goose beanie.
And nothing better than a goose beanie.
You have to watch the video for this one.
What is the video? Oh, no. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch it.
Guys.
Question. Should we watch the video before we start?
Why don't you, start, but watch the video first.
What video?
So watch the video before we start. We're going to start now.
Alrighty.
Watching the video.
Wait, I think I've seen this.
Oh, I know this. It's a vibe.
You don't know it because I recorded it. It's my video.
Oh, well then. Oh, I mean, I see it.
My parents.
In Florida?
Christmas time is here. The sleigh bells are those dear songs we love to hear, all played 1,000 times each year. Heard this same song 20 times, and it's only Halloween. It's not even cold outside. Christmas time is here, and Christmas songs you love to hear. Thoughts of joy and hope and cheer, but mostly shopping. Christmas season starting sooner every year. It's October, stores with plastic Christmas trees. Ransack the home, shop until spike the eggnog. Sit back and watch Rudolph.
Who sang this? This is intense.
Just put some goose over it, dude.
This is effectively a goose song.
No, there's not a 15-minute solo in this.
That's the part that I would hate.
Nah, dude, I'm telling you. Go straight
Like-
to the moon.
First of all, I don't know who sung this. This is very impressive.
Really?
Rotates through like
How do you even-
There's like 10 different songs that rotates through.
How do you even program
And the
something?
lights are programmed to every song.
How do they do that?
I mean, the board or whatever's controlling
You
it.
can see him walking around in the video, like just like surveying his kingdom.
This is intense. Too much.
Does it play the whole like forever? Like it's always playing some song or
10 songs it rotates through on a
24/7?
24/7.
How's the community not?
We can hear it from our house.
I feel like they create Grinches in the neighborhood. Like you start to hate.
Love it or hate it.
I'm about it. If it's one song, maybe two songs. If they are actually playing it 24/7, every day, every night, it doesn't stop.
First of all, if you're listening to this and not watching it, this is pretty freaking impressive.
Oh, it's very impressive.
Like, if you're driving in the car and you're just like listening to this podcast and you're listening to this audio, it's impressive to me. I actually don't have a problem with it. If it was my neighbor,
That you can hear from your house.
but it's playing 24/7.
Can I have these sunglasses back?
excuse me,
Wait, I have to
those
tell
are
you.
mine.
Do you want to know where I got these?
I don't know, but you don't clean them.
Well, first of all, I don't clean them because I got them from the Union Craft vending machine. So they have a vending machine at Union
With
Craft
sunglasses?
Brewery, and it's like mystery sunglasses. It's like 50 cents. Well, a lie, $4.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way.
$4 mystery sunglasses.
I'm trying to own me a vending machine for mystery anything where people drink and there's a vending machine.
It's amazing. It's hilarious. I got Mystic River DVD from it.
What?
I don't know what that is. I'm
Great
sorry.
movie.
Oh my
Kevin
gosh.
Bacon, I think.
All
I
right.
don't know. I'm wrong.
So here's my theory. First of all, did you design your house or like hang Christmas lights at your house growing up?
I didn't, but my dad did. Yes.
Did you?
Not exactly.
Exactly who did?
My mom and dad.
They hung them.
Yes, they did.
Kudos to them.
Can you see my mom hanging them?
No, I see your parents going through the Kris Kringle, like hanging lights for, $2,500.
Nah, they're DIYers. They.
The thing that blows my mind is there are full companies. Susu, I didn't curse. That was an ode to you. There were full companies that do this. They hang Christmas lights and they rent you the lights. They coordinate them. They will fix them if they break. Blah 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 blah. Every year, and they run from like $1,500 all the way up.
It's like $4,000.
At least, dude. Like to do something like that would be tens.
Yeah, but I don't think a company would come out and do that for you. I think that's kind of like.
Let me tell you, if you want that, I will do it for you. I might charge you $20,000, but I'll do it. I'll do it.
I'll do it too. I'll do it.
Like,
are you guys gonna end up putting lights up? Because
No.
I know that was kind of the.
No.
Not even yourself.
No.
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 Wow.
First of all, we don't have enough lights. We would have to buy lights. Then we would have to hang the lights. Then we'd have to do.
Did you
No.
just do? Okay. Did
No.
you put any on your house when you were growing up?
No.
Really?
This is the way it worked in my household. So we are a split family. My mom and dad celebrated Hanukkah and Christmas. The rule was that, and don't ask me why, I don't understand it. The rule was no lights on the Christmas tree. So what ultimately happened in my dad's house was that there were never any Christmas lights. Ever. Wow. Right? And then my dad got remarried and my stepmom brought along like, oh, this is my favorite like Star Trek Christmas light, whatever. You know, so of course you have to push and pull. And so the way my dad did it was like not on the tree, but you could do them around. So then she got us to do Christmas lights outside. So I did do Christmas lights as a teenager on the, like the eve of the house, but that was it. It wasn't.
What about ornaments?
Yeah. Ornaments on the tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite one growing up?
No.
Really?
Yeah. No.
Did you have a favorite ornament growing up?
Yeah, with the ones that I would make, you know, the ones where you like in kindergarten.
Yeah.
You like have your face on. Yeah.
Signing off of this podcast.
Why are you such a hater of that, man?
I don't know.
Seems to be the Grinch at the moment.
Yeah,
oh
seriously.
God.
No lights on the Christmas tree.
All right. I'll share with you. I think a part of it.
Don't get too upset though.
So a part of it
favorite one
is
broke.
that Christmas,
Shattered.
right, is in December.
Okay.
And Hanukkah also falls in that month. Mm-hmm. So my family being split, my mom would do Hanukkah and no Christmas stuff. My dad would do the lights for Hanukkah and some small things with our extended family, but nothing crazy.
Okay.
But then my dad would also do the Christmas tree. Add on to that my dad wouldn't decorate the Christmas tree until like the week or 2 weeks before Christmas because he would use a live tree and he would not want it to die. So like we didn't have a whole, rigmarole. It wasn't like a structure. And then somewhere in there, my dad was married and didn't have a Christmas tree. So like for a period of years, we did not have a Christmas tree. Oh, wow. So there's just not like a lot of structure around Christmas, right? Yeah. So for me, Thanksgiving and Christmas are the only 2 days where I know what I do, but not like, but also not like the season leading up to it.
But also, I will say, for that being kind of like some context in your story for Christmas and the holidays, your house always looks immaculate on the inside.
Yeah, but look at my wife.
Well, shout out to Amanda then.
Amanda.
Yeah.
You do a great job. I also went to HomeSense with her over the weekend. Oh my God. It was a very interesting experience. I've never been in that store, but
I have to request a few things. So we have one plan. We can't say it out loud to the public of plan number one. Don't worry. You know what it's talking about.
Is that the pie party?
No.
Oh, I ain't got on it.
Amanda, I would like this year to be someone that decorates my apartment. So let's go to HomeSense.
Oh,
soon.
So this is how this works in my family, right?
I'm serious. I'm going to
So Amanda says, babe, can I go to HomeSense? Well, actually what she did was she goes, will you go to HomeSense with me? And I went, no. And she went, but why? Right? And I went, look, you need to be your own person. And if you want to go to HomeSense, I want you to go. But in this particular moment, my back was bothering me and I didn't want to go to HomeSense. And so I said, babe, I will support anything you want to get. So she says, well, I don't want to go alone. And I go, well, Christian's coming over tomorrow. Go with Christian.
Yeah.
So she goes to HomeSense and she goes, can I buy this? Anything you want. Is it okay if we spend this much money? Whatever you want. Well, I don't want to spend too much money. I'm like, then don't.
I will say,
which always ends up with her spending money. So it's always like this weird thing where she's like, well, I don't want to spend too much. I'm like, well, then don't spend too much. She's like, well, can I? I'm like, sure. Then she spends it anyway.
You're gonna love the text I just sent.
Well, it's on Do Not Disturb right now.
All of you are on it too.
Okay, good.
And you're gonna laugh and don't repeat it out loud.
I'm not repeating it.
It's just hilarious because you're gonna love it. No, I'm serious.
I'm about it. So Amanda goes to HomeSense and she gets all these things. And this is her thing. In case you don't know this about my wife already, she'll go like this. She'll go, I think Sam needs a new sweater. So she goes out and she buys like 7.
Wait a second. That's not the plan, though.
Yeah, but this is how this works.
Oh, no.
She goes out and she buys 7. And then she makes you try them all on. And you go, but I don't like these. And she's like, well, but try them on anyway. And then you go, okay, so you try them on. And then you find the 3 that you like. And she's like, well, keep them all.
Wait, so here's the thing.
That's how she does.
Oh, don't worry. We're not.
And then she returns everything
Can you
else.
imagine spilling a bubbly on Mike's computer?
It's all right.
Number 1 issue. But no, Amanda, when you hear this, we're not sweater shopping. We are. I want to get.
No, but the point is that she's going to like
pictures.
return things.
That's all
she's
right.
going to buy
Okay.
too much
That's okay.
so that she returns it.
That's no problem.
We had that
No
conversation
issue.
in HomeSense. And like already returning things, it seems like it's her favorite pastime, like activity. But in reality,
I wouldn't
she
go
hates
that
it.
far.
No, it was just a joke. But we spent quite some time figuring out if we want to get these elves or these like little Christmas balls that you can just like set up. And then we ended up getting the elves because they didn't have enough balls. But then
Christmas balls.
yeah, they're like these giant things. Like they look like
this-
ornaments,
they're
but you
this
just put them on
big.
the ground. Yeah,
They're like this big.
you put them on the ground.
But like,
or
no,
whatever.
they got these elves.
Mike was instantly like, "No, this
As
is
soon
horrific."
as they put them on the counter, I went, absolutely not. Don't you have that one thing? Don't you know that person that has the angel on the top of the tree? And you're like,
Yeah.
bro, that thing is creepy. Not all angels on the top of the tree are
We
creepy.
have an angel. My parents have a dog angel on the top.
Aw, that's
it's really
cute.
cute. Dad, Stan, I'll show
We need a
Mike.
picture.
We'll bring
Yeah.
Mike over. He'll be enlightened by the angel
Get it?
dog.
Lightened. But don't you know somebody that had the creepy angel on the top of the tree?
No.
Oh, I'll take a picture of one because I know where
I-
Karen has one.
I don't, but I would love another picture. You owe me a lot of things. You owe me a picture of a creepy angel. You owe me casserole. You owe me yams.
It's just all in the
It was
last
us
week.
casserole and yams. Okay.
You owe me pie.
Well, you're coming to the pie party.
Yeah, but that's still something you owe me.
Okay. Yeah, we have to do a lot of things, but the creepy elves are way beyond my comfortability. Like I can't have something in my house that's like looking at me that looks like
They weren't that creepy, though.
I'm gonna get you.
I also picked out other elves. I just want to say that were a little cooler.
Cooler.
Yeah, they
I'm
weren't
not
as
cool
creepy.
enough.
They were a little more like friendly and actual like elfy looking. Like they're making your presents and shit.
So, when you decorated your house, was it all inside or outside?
Both.
And you did like Amanda does on the stairs
No.
and on the railing and on the other stuff.
Again, my parents did. I basically did the tree, ornaments, lights, even some of the stuff underneath.
She got up on a ladder yesterday trying to hang an ornament from the chandelier.
Dude, I think she was up till probably like midnight the one night we got home from HomeSense.
I'm about it.
We both went to bed, and I was like, "Hey, do you need help with anything before I crash?" And it was, I think, 11 or
live
11:30.
with them?
Yeah, kinda.
No, he stays up when he's in our neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
I'm in the process of like trying to buy a house sooner or later.
That's cool, though.
That was the most passive aggressive thing ever.
What do you mean?
Attempting.
I'm trying.
I'm trying
hard.
to buy
I'm going
a house.
through the process. I haven't found a house yet.
I may come
I
over
have found
later.
a house for you.
That's cool. I
You're what?
I may come over later.
Oh, okay. We're
an
going to
odd.
Richardson Farms tonight
Where's that?
in White Marsh.
Can I come?
It's work.
No.
Yeah, I was like, it's
No.
work.
I love how I invite myself to everything.
No, I mean,
And
I'm
didn't
about
show
it,
up to Ryan
but
Curley.
Richardson Farms, a huge shout out to those guys. They do such a big Thanksgiving. They have the feast and they have everything. And so what we'll do tonight is try and help kind of like set up the farm and like coordinate everything for them so that they have all their pies where they need to go. Yes,
That's
ma'am.
lovely, and I need to give a shout out to one of my favorite farms, Braglio Farms.
Braglio?
Oh my
Oh,
god,
Where's that at?
Braglio Farms. Hold on,
It is in Randallstown.
It's unbelievable, and
So Braglio Farms is where we took Graham the first day we owned him.
Aw.
so it's in Randallstown. For an address, it is Merrittsville Road.
Marriottsville.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Merritts.
forgot O.
Oh.
But no,
Oh my
it doesn't
gosh,
matter.
is this it?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
The meat is meatin'.
The meat is meatin'.
Freaking meeting.
Got it.
I love that.
The atmosphere is amazing. I love the people there.
This is so cute.
They're
There you
just
go.
they're fantastic. So I would strongly.
How does that not
suggest-
elicit a better laugh?
And they're
Look
doing
at this photo.
I love. That's very cute. I'm just so into the Braglio
Oh my God!
Farms
Yes,
piece.
I remember
This
that.
is the Braglio Farms. Look, hey.
Oh, that is them. Yeah, and they have a
I told you that's where we took the dog the first day we owned him.
on Ravens Walk. They have a food truck too.
They do.
They did it most recently. They did I was gonna do it, but I missed the boat. But they were gonna do like a either an all you can eat or like one bite. Like you put it in your mouth in one bite, and that's it. And it was a burger. So like, don't get.
That's a lot.
You guys are.
They also
both of you are looking at me.
For context, Braglio also has they do all their own meat. They raise their own cattle. They have their own ice cream. They do
Yeah.
a lot of like farm to table. They also have
Can you buy like a whole
swag.
cow from them?
I don't think so.
I don't know. No. But they do have select meats cut up in the freezers. They also, and
Yeah.
again, this is a whole different piece, but they have a very cute petting zoo.
I actually didn't know that.
It's so cute. So I played with the goats and the other animals. They're amazing.
What is that bundle box?
2 porterhouse steaks, 2 pounds of ground beef, 2 pork chops, 1 pound of smoked bacon for $120.
I mean, it's probably fresher than what you can get at any grocery store, so there's a win. But I'm about it. Braglio
Yeah, so-
is a great,
I feel
and
like I need
they're
to start
like
doing
a
more things
startup
around
per
here, 'cause
se.
I've
They're
never-
amazing.
They are great, and you know the nice thing about Braglio is that they're not far. They're not like out in the country. They're not way up in the north.
Well, like I never would have pictured something like this being up in the Baltimore area, being
It
from
is
Southern Maryland.
You have no idea. You're driving down the road. There's like a Exxon. You make a left, and then all of a sudden you're like turn, and you're right there. It's kind of wild. It is
it's
very
cool.
much like in the center of everything.
I will say though, just so you guys know, if you guys do want to go there, hours are limited. So I would suggest following them on Instagram at Braglio. I'm like doing.
I think
this.
it's Braglio Farms.
I think it's just Braglio Farms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow them on Instagram at Braglio Farms because they are open, I believe, more so on the weekends, 11 to 6. But, you know, they
And
always
they
post some
also have
stuff,
the food
trucks.
truck and the yeah.
Follow them.
They pop
Follow.
up everywhere.
Follow. Great
but,
people.
I mean, there's so many great farms around.
Oh
but
my gosh.
Richardson is huge. If you don't already
Look at
know,
what they did on Halloween.
They're awesome.
corn maze.
With lights. I don't know if you guys
lights.
can see.
Woo! So that's where we're going to be tonight, trying to help them out.
And this is my first time going.
Yeah, it's
I'm excited.
It's a vibe.
They also make some great food outside of the whole Thanksgiving dishes or
Richardson's
whatever.
doing?
Yeah.
Well, they do Thanksgiving every Thursday, so they are pretty
Well, I didn't know
proficient
that
about it.
But
every Thursday,
there's
all year long.
one like kind of like cream. I don't know, it's cream cheese, some sort of dip with like jalapeno
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah.
and whatnot.
Jalapeno dip.
God, that shit. Mwah. So good, so good.
Anyway, so all kinds of things are going on this season. We will not be decorating our house. We will possibly decorate our house next year, but not this year.
Oh, the outside.
I want to get through one year before we start going into that. What I'm hoping for is I'm hoping that some of our neighbors kind of decorate and we get to live in the Christmas village without doing the Christmas
Oh,
village.
that'd be cute.
Yeah, we do have one new neighbor that just moved in like maybe 2 months ago, and they have the inflatables in their yard. I'm not a fan, but like whatever makes them happy. They have little kids.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat.
That's cute, but also you're lazy. You're going to participate in.
I mean,
You're lazy.
you mean I'm lazy or they are?
No. The people that are putting up the blowies.
Blowies. Okay, Court. The blowies.
I must.
The flowy blowies.
The blow up things. I think those are cute, and again, kid like, very cute. I'm talking about you. You're saying. I'm getting frustrated. You're saying Amanda is so into this, but then
Yep.
you're saying you're not going to participate in the
Outdoor.
I still believe you should participate. I will come over and help you guys hang
We
out.
don't-
At least get like a little
We
light up
don't
reindeer.
own-
Why don't we do it?
Yeah. Oh,
We
yeah,
don't
yeah.
own exterior lights. So
We'll
it would
buy
be a
it.
whole investment starting from
That's
scratch.
fine. Christian and I have I have a hilarious idea.
Let's do it.
And we'll wear like the suits and we'll be like oh shoot, I forgot my laugh is crazy.
Cray. For me, it's more a vibe of like enjoying kind of by the fire. So I build the fire and
It is very cozy in your
I'm
living
about
room.
it. We do
Okay,
need to get
well-
some more firewood for the pod party.
When you see me like show up at your house one day with lights and a suit and Christians like on my back,
We're going to work.
We're going to work.
It'll look great.
We're going to
about
work.
it. One day, maybe we will do the eaves, but it's way up there, and I don't have a ladder that'll get that high, so no.
I do, so don't worry about it.
Yikes.
Okay.
Anyway, all right. So switching gears to real estate. So
Real estate.
it's interesting. People talk about not a good time to buy. They talk about timing the market and trying to get into, the spring market because that's when everybody wants to buy a house. And I know that that's not true. It's not the focal point of the buyers. It's not what we see in statistics and in numbers. For years and years and years running, if you look at the numbers, there are more sales in December than there are in April. Almost consistently.
Call bullshit.
No.
Well, I bought my
Hold
house
up.
in December of 2021, the one I just sold. It was December 23rd is when we closed.
Wow.
That's my mic
2021.
drop.
Did you set up a tree and stuff like immediately or no?
First of all, I never decorate to begin with, so no.
Okay.
That's a little
No,
scroogey
she's
of me.
decorating my house.
I'm decorating Mike's house though. But I don't know. I'm not a real estate agent, but that is kind of
I call bullshit.
okay. I'm just saying that's
What is the bullshit of it?
I don't know, dude. This year has been very, very interesting for like the last, we'll call it last quarter. I feel like things have been, my business hasn't been slow, but in general, looking at the properties that are on the market, some of them have been sitting. Obviously, there's some that are still flying off the shelves, like the house that everybody would love to have, the dream home. But there's a lot of stuff that I would say is arguably sitting on the market for longer than what we've seen in other years at this time. And I don't want to say it's just due to it being December or the holidays are around and the weather, because those are like we see every single year. But like, not to bring up the election, but we just had this massive thing going on in our country. Is where now we're going to have a change of administration and people are going to be like, well, what's going to happen now? They were curious of what was going to happen at the election time, but then when someone comes into the new administration, they're like,
All right. Wild things. I'm totally listening to you. So I ran the numbers on closed data from 2022 from December. Okay. Baltimore City, Baltimore County. How many total sales were there?
it says 1,267.
Okay. Now, if I go to 2023, 1,267. 2023,
1,267.
exactly the same amount of sales.
Wait, can I see, please?
Okay, Baltimore City and Baltimore County.
Baltimore City, Baltimore County. Now we're going to switch this up from April.
So that's crazy. December of 2022 and 2023 in Baltimore City and Baltimore County had the same exact amount of closings and sales.
And in April of 2022, there was, 2,040
Yeah,
in
get
2022.
smoked, buddy.
Get smoked.
So you're saying you're right?
Yeah.
Absolutely,
You're
you're
right,
right.
for sure.
I mean, think about this just from someone that's not in the real estate world. My situation was I bought a house at that time, right?
Yeah.
But I feel that that's an interesting time to buy a home, right?
In December?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to like the
I
spring,
mean,
I don't know, just like
I don't know. I guess.
But like if the appropriate amount of buyers come out in December, I think the houses sell faster. I think people are more motivated. Nobody wants to be out showing property.
What would
in
be the
December.
appropriate amount of buyers? Because you could say the same thing that not as many people
all
want to
right,
sell in the winter.
I'll put it to you this way, right? So I have a client who's looking to buy a house today. They've had their house on the market in Texas for a while, and Texas is a very slow-moving market.
Okay.
Even when I talked to two friends in the same market area, they both told me the same thing. Look, these people's house is going to sit. It's going to be on the market for 60, 70 days. This is what happens, blah, 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 blah. So they're on the market. It's October. You would think, well, the winter's coming, like it should sell, right? It's November. The winter's coming. It should sell. It's now coming up on December. Man, they got one showing, one offer, one sold, right?
Bro, but I'm telling
now,
you, it's
same
not
people have the ability. They're living with family here in Maryland. They have the ability to stay living with family. They could stay there for the next 6 months to get more opportunity. But no, they're like motivated. Okay, now that house went under contract, we're ready to buy.
Yeah, because there are buyers like that. But I think when you're casting a Bro, you just said that there was more sales in April than December.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying by unit quantity, sure, but isn't there more competition? Isn't there more inventory in the spring?
Okay, yes.
Isn't there more buyers that you're competing with as a
For sure,
home buyer?
and that was one of the points I had. Like this time of year, it's less competitive, so of course there's going to be less sales. But I think we've had this conversation before. There's opportunity for buyers in the market today to open up the door to negotiations. And I don't want to say it's just price, but closing costs, whatever. As to where if you go back into the market in April and a buyer comes to me and says, hey, I want 20 grand in closing, or I want to knock off some money on the price, or get 5 grand in closing. I'm like, well, it's going to be tough. We're going to have to find the right seller. So you can't, I don't know. I feel like, not that we're speaking in absolutes, but generally speaking, I think this final quarter of every year has opportunity to negotiate. And this year more than others.
I think maybe
and
you're saying is...
Let's do this. Let's make a point to revisit this conversation back in January. Let's see how many properties in December of this year close versus 23 and 2022. And let's see what that says.
List the sold price ratio and other details. I agree. The other thing I also know
I like that Christian.
December...
Hold him to it.
December creates a more motivated client. Just in general. Just period, right?
Hello.
Just trying to get down in there. Just trying to
as
slide in.
Whatever.
I'm dead, dude.
So like December creates a more motivated client. So more people are willing to negotiate and things that otherwise wouldn't seem logical. Even just today, we had a client that got an additional $10,000 grant just today from our call this morning.
Yeah, I remember.
My client got a $10,000 grant that they were not planning on. They're already under contract.
Yeah.
Now they just slide into another advantage, and what they're going to do is they're going to use it to negotiate with the seller even further. So
you can't plan for that.
No, you can't plan for it. But like now that there's only so many buyers under contract here in December, they're going to be more eligible, more qualifiable versus being one of hundreds that are competing for the grant programs in the spring.
Well, no, you make a very good point with that.
I wish that my mic drop noise was better. I need a better noise.
Let me see it. Let me hear it.
Well, it's this.
Wait, let me hear that.
Little drums.
We gotta fix that.
I know. I need something better.
I'm supposed to be adding some sounds, but I have not gotten to that yet.
I like that one.
That's Christian.
Yeah.
That's literally Christian.
I was like, wait, that sounds kind of like Christian.
It sounds kind of like Christian.
But I didn't think about it from that point of like perspective or point of view. Is that like there's more opportunity for grants even in this off season because maybe there's not as many buyers in the market as the spring. And we're always getting messages throughout the year of grants being gone, the funds being gone, you know? And
I even have a buyer that lost funds because he wasn't acting quickly enough, and then he couldn't get the house that he wanted.
I've had a situation come up like that before.
It's like, come on, guys.
Not necessarily losing the house that he wanted, but we were able to work around it. But when you're under contract and you get a phone call saying, hey, your $5,000 grant is no longer eligible, now we have to pull this money out of our ass. You know, it's not a fun conversation to have.
Yeah, I mean, it's the right time to buy for the people that are motivated to do it. For people that want to time the market, we've talked about this a million times. There's never a right time to time the market. Like you could try it, but it just doesn't work because no matter what you think, the market's going to go up, interest rates are going to go up. Market's going to go down. Interest rates are going to be high. There's going to be too many buyers. There's going to be too many things. I mean, you can't time the market. The truest answer is just like, if it's your time, the holiday season is the best time. What's better than moving into a new house for Christmas?
Yeah. Yeah. Sam can speak on that.
Yeah. I mean, it was good during the time. My life was very different, but it was cool.
I feel like that's what real estate is all about. It's like, you know, creating a different life for yourself, starting something anew and getting rid of something old. And I mean,
I can see a true benefit in that, right? Like legitimately, you know, getting in a house before Christmas. I mean,
would you say there are any pros and cons that you had faced when buying at that time of year? Or like I don't want to say pros and cons, but like, what are some good things that happened, bad things that happened, or would you have done anything differently?
Yeah.
At that.
So I'm making a joke, but like not really. I was a raging alcoholic, right?
Yeah.
So like my entire life like revolved around getting very drunk and then like, ooh, cool, I got a house.
Yeah.
I didn't appreciate the things like I do.
Yeah.
I wasn't as intentional about my decisions and what I did. And so during that time of my life, I feel like I was excited about it, right? It's like, but again, like I think everything was like very, very, very different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean, to sort of rap about it for those people that are thinking about investing in real estate in December, it's like real buyers need to buy. Your life was in that moment, right? It wasn't like, oh, we should wait until the spring. That was where your moment was.
Yeah.
Right. And with the house that we bought at that time, I mean, and just sold it, right? Last week we were talking about the house that I sold. We just sold it. Good news. Woohoo. Took a little bit, but that's okay. It was the right time for us. And it was a beautiful home. And we got it for less than it was on the market for because you were my agent.
How do we get that?
Oh, don't know about that one.
Right.
That sounds
That's
like
Christian. That's Christian for you.
No. It's just.
Oh, what's going on outside? I hate when I see fights. It makes me angry.
knows?
Anyways, I don't know. I try to save the
amount
world.
of things that just happened.
I
that-
just see a fight. I'm like looking like, let me try to
So
break that up.
so
Anyways.
let's look at what the market holds for us right now. If you're thinking about buying or selling, it's December of 2024. We've got a totally new administration, a totally new leadership, and there's going to be a lot of economic changes that are happening, which we know of. We don't know how the small economic changes like tariffs on goods and things of that nature, not small by like minute, but small like individual item, will impact things like real estate. But what we know is that real estate continues to be a great investment for long-term wealth. I guess the biggest question is, what do you see as interest rates? What are interest rates going to do? Because that's kind of the only thing that we as consumers can float, if you will. Pun intended.
It's not going to change a whole lot within the next year, and that's
Let's start with what they are now. I was going to ask, what are they now? Today.
Depends on the week.
Well,
but
every week
you
our
could-
mortgage
yeah,
lender sends us an email, so I'll just tell
anywhere
you.
from 6.375 to 6.875,
So
maybe 7%.
Yeah, it depends on the program that you're using.
Yeah,
So it really
And
hasn't gone.
it hasn't really changed.
Hasn't
We had a
changed.
dip
Okay.
where you could probably get a 5% rate for like a week.
Sure.
Outside of that, it changed. It's back up
Right.
into the sixes. But over the next year, everything's been pointing at rates going down lower, and that's why I feel like a lot of people are holding off. They're like, "Well, what's going to happen to the market?" But at the rate that they're going to come down, it's not going to be significant enough as to where it should stop someone from buying. You're going to go from let's call it a 6.5 rate today to, if you're lucky, 5.875 this
Right.
time next year, and the difference of monthly payment is minimal.
Well, and the other thing to keep in mind, and this is the deal killer, the one that I always wish that more people paid attention to, but let's just say hypothetically that you waited 6 months to buy a home, and right now you're at 6.875 or 6.5, and then in 6 months you're going to be at 6, right? 6% is a 0.5% better, and it's going to sound a whole lot better. But remember, number one, every other buyer that qualifies to the same price that you do just qualified to 6%, whereas you're not unique or special. And number two, the market is responding to that activity as well. So if the seller has the capacity to sell the home for $10,000 more than it was listed before, whether that's $280 and now $290 or $640 and now $650, no matter what, that 0.5% interest just went away that quickly because
Yeah.
10 grand makes up about $5.50 of your monthly payment every single month. So if you get a better interest rate, sorry, I said $50 a month. But if you get a better interest rate and you save $50, well, if the house value went up, you're actually farther indebted because you now had.
Well, that's from again someone that's not in real estate. That's the point. I was like, wait, what are the interest rates? Are they going to drop to if it's not realistically? Because I hear all the time people saying, well, I'm going to wait until the interest rates get here. Mm-hmm. I just don't feel like it's going to this sounds wrong, right? Like not saying might as well buy a house now, but if you have the means and it's your time,
I am this type of person, so anyone that knows me will get it. I'm the type of person that says, oh, well, can I get more? Right? Can I get a higher? Can I like beat that better? Right? And so in the same way that people are like, oh, I want to get a 4% interest rate because that's lower. Oh, I want 3.75 because that's lower. I'm now like, ooh, can I get 10? Like, at what point will I be in a position where buying a house at 10% interest is a better investment for me than sitting on the sideline? That's my point. Because I'm buying property at 8 and 8.5 and 7 and 6, and I have property that I own at 3.625, and it doesn't matter to me.
At that point, the rate doesn't, like the concept of a rate doesn't matter. It's more so just about buying a house.
That's my point.
Isn't that the investor standpoint though with the 10%?
Well, so the logic that I'm saying is like, I don't care what the rate is.
Why?
Because I want to have the equity.
Right, but
Like the asset without rate.
I see what you're
doesn't
saying, but I
exist.
also would say that like you're in a position where you can do that, right? Like
Everyone is in a position where they can do that.
I wouldn't agree.
So in theory, they can, but is it what they want? Probably not.
Is it the best? Right.
And I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but like some people have some people have like,
I have a full-time job.
I'm just
they have those
saying.
too, but like,
That?
Heather.
yeah.
I
yeah.
love that. I want to make that.
I believe that if you look at the market, the way that Justin Buonamo looks at the market, huge shout out to Justin. He runs Just Financials. So Financial Freedom is JFF, his program that he runs, and to help other people develop freedom from personal debt, from, you know, just the stagnancy that they create for themselves, or even creating their own business. And Justin was the first person that turned around and was like, dude, I don't care. What's the rate? And he was up against a mountain of problems. And when you could get an interest rate in like the 6s, Justin was at 9. And he goes, I don't care. This is the house for me and my family. This is my future. This is my life. This is what I see. This is the potential that I can create. And Justin has gone over so many hurdles to make that potential happen. And I think he's still locked in at like 9% or 8.5%. And most people would say, oh, wow, you're so stupid. That's such a bad investment. But what he did was say, I don't care, because the potential that I can create with this investment. He's now pregnant with his second child, had a child, got another dog. I mean, their life, their livelihood, their business, their future has just blossomed. And I remember when Justin bought his first house in this market where he says to me, nope, I want to offer them list price. And I go, okay, do you want to ask him for any like closing costs? And he goes, no, I'm good. And I go, are you stupid? Like in the world that we were in back then, that was the way my limited mindset thought was, you could get a lower price and you can ask for closing cost help and you should do this and you should do that. And Justin was, if I buy this house, it creates this opportunity. I'm going to develop this chance. I'm going to go take advantage of this thing. He bought the property, found his wife, got engaged, got married, decided to buy and reinvest into a bigger property, took a 9% interest rate. Why is everybody sitting here like, I can't take 6.5?
It also sounds like he had like a really good plan. The goals laid out. He knew where he wanted to go. And I think that probably played a huge part into that decision.
His vision was strong, but I will tell you, and he might argue with me about this, but Justin didn't have anything. People will look at the outside influences. They'll say to you, right? They'll say, Sam, oh, your parents helped you buy that house, right? Like that's a thing that people do. I'm not saying they did.
Yeah, I was going to say, no, they didn't.
But that's what people do.
Sure.
When you look at Justin, you assume that he had those things. He didn't. He just had this vision of where he was going. And that's why I say I wait for the day when I buy a property at 10% interest, because all that means is that it's accomplishing my vision, where everyone else is like, I don't want to buy at 6.75 because it's too high. I'm going to wait for the rates to come down. I see the potential that they're giving up. And that's what I wish more people could take this December to focus on.
Also,
Whew. Yeah.
wrap.
Yeah, no, I'm with it.
I'm like
I'm with it. We've gone. All right, if you guys haven't already, make sure you get your tickets to John Legend. John Legend Christmas is happening
What?
Yeah, I'm like,
at
what?
Maryland Live Casino in Hanover.
shit.
If you haven't been over there, it's a wonderful way to spend a day. We've had many fun days over there. And of course, Winterfest of Lights in Ocean City, Maryland is still running from now through the end of December, and they have a 50-foot Christmas tree competing with Rockefeller's MBD. And if you guys haven't already, go onto our website at frankoliverco.com for additional resources. Read the blog, register for your home value, reach out to me or Christian or Sam for real estate content. You can always reach out to me on Instagram at michael.frank_____.
Do not reach out to me about real estate questions.
No, but then point them in our direction.
That's more
Yeah,
what
you
I
can-
meant.
But you can also reach out to me if you want to know about the Ravens insights.
There
right?
you go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go Ravens.
How to bet your money on the
How
Ravens.
to bet your no. An addict is not going to tell you how to bet your money. But what I will tell you is this. Let's go freaking Ravens. Beat the Chargers.
yeah.
No question. And play the favorite one. Wait.
No.
No, I like that one.
That's on the next
All
page.
right, bye.
I have a full-time job.
There you go. Sam is committed to the full-time job, and you can always reach Christian.
At Christian the Deadhead on Instagram. We'll see you guys.
See you guys soon.
Later.
What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. For more information on the housing market, Real Estate 101, how you can leverage your position in today's market, and so much more, click on the link below. If you like this video or have a burning real estate question you'd like us to answer, leave us a comment and let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode, and we'll see you again real soon.